History is littered with stories of underestimated geniuses, people quietly labeled as just another face in the crowd who later changed the game entirely. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Over 90% of people misjudge intelligence based on superficial traits alone, often overlooking the very people who are destined to redefine the rules. So, to the chosen ones who've been labeled as overlooked or under the radar, remember this. Being underestimated is like wearing an invisibility cloak. It lets you get closer, see clearer, and move faster than anyone expects. You're not just smart, you're smarter than they ever thought. And the best part, you're just getting started. Let's take a look at why being underestimated isn't a weakness, but a well-kept advantage. One that's about to get some overdue recognition. At number 1, underestimated intelligence is a hidden weapon. When people underestimate your intelligence, they're handing you an incredible advantage, the element of surprise. If others don't expect much from you, they let their guard down, revealing their own strengths, weaknesses, and intentions without even realizing it. They assume they're a few steps ahead and might get comfortable around you, unknowingly showing their cards. This dynamic allows you to observe and analyze more closely, understanding their motivations and actions in a way that they rarely expect. In essence, they're giving you insights they'd never openly share if they truly understood your potential. Operating under the radar means you aren't subject to the same pressures or scrutiny as others. While they focus on maintaining their image or proving their abilities, you can quietly focus on honing your own skills and strategy. This can make you an exceptionally careful observer and a brilliant strategist. It's as if they've given you a hidden superpower. You get to develop your insights, assess situations, and stay alert while others are too busy underestimating you. This hidden advantage goes beyond situations where you're simply overlooked. It changes the way you interact with the world. Because you're used to being underestimated, you learn the power of subtlety, of timing, and of holding back just enough to let others reveal more of themselves. Over time, this leads to a form of intelligence that isn't just about facts or quick answers, but about reading people, anticipating moves, and knowing precisely when to step forward. In a world that's quick to judge intelligence at face value, being underestimated equips you with a kind of silent power, one that lets you shape outcomes and influence situations without needing to be the loudest voice in the room. Number 2, the quiet genius has far-reaching power. In a world full of noise where everyone is quick to voice their opinions, the quiet genius stands out in a way that's both subtle and profound. There's a powerful authority in silence, a kind of gravity that draws people in because it feels so rare. When someone chooses their words carefully, speaking only when there's something worth saying, every sentence lands with greater impact. This isn't a tactic. It's a form of intelligence that values substance over show, understanding that true influence doesn't require constant expression. The quiet genius doesn't waste energy trying to be heard over the crowd. Instead, they create moments that are impossible to ignore. People who constantly speak out often dilute their influence. They become predictable, their words losing weight through sheer volume. But the quiet genius knows that attention is earned through intention. By choosing their moments carefully, they shape their words into powerful tools that reach straight to the heart of a matter. There's an elegance in restraint that draws others to listen more intently, hanging on to every word because they know it holds meaning. This approach does more than elevate their speech. It shifts the entire dynamic in a room. Silence used strategically commands a different kind of respect, one that goes beyond titles or surface-level achievements. The quiet genius becomes a figure of mystery and authority, someone who doesn't need validation because their actions and insights speak for themselves. Their silence is never empty. It's filled with thought, understanding, and purpose. And when they finally do speak, the room quiets down, sensing that something meaningful is about to be revealed. In a society where everyone is talking, the quiet genius moves differently. They don't need the spotlight because their intelligence shines precisely in its absence, creating an impact that lasts longer and cuts deeper than noise ever could.